Michael Jeffrey Jordan. We made his build. It's right there. Two-way mid-range shooter. I'm not gonna lie. Michael Jordan, 6'6", contact dunks. Absolutely amazing defense. This build is absolutely a demigod. I'm not gonna lie to you. And bro, it's kind of crazy that I'm doing this in the stage. Well, I did it on purpose because Michael Jordan had a gambling addiction. I made it to where like not only is the intro realistic, but the build is realistic to him. Obviously, we like 2K-ified it because obviously he weighs 216. I put it to like the lowest weight just so we can be like better for the part, you know what I'm saying? But I try to make it as accurate to MJ as possible while still making it a really valid build. So boys, if y'all are new, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get to this build. All right, boys, the Michael Jordan build. First name Michael, last name Jordan. Y'all know who it is, the GOAT. Number 23 himself, the best 23 that ever lived. Michael Jordan, we're making this build. So obviously for position, we're going shooting guard, it's only right. Handness, we're going right. Jersey number going 23. And obviously he is a shooting guard, and his hand, he is a right-hander. I'm not going to do a left-handed on a Michael Jordan build because that just doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to use his right hand. And jersey number is 23 because that's his number. And that will always and forever be his number. Not LeBron's, but his number. I'm not going to lie. I see a lot of people saying, oh, it's LeBron's number. No, it's not. Get off his dick. It's MJ's. For the height, you got 6'6". For the weight, you got 180. For the wingspan, you got 7'3". And you got compact. And obviously, Michael Jordan's height is 6'6". And I wanted to make this build similar to what his actual like player build is in real life. But I wanted to make it like in 2K, like a 2K version. Because obviously, he doesn't weigh 180. But there's no reason to have maximum strength. Or he weighs like what, like 216? There's no reason for me to put him on 216. Because the only thing you get up is strength. And I'm not on his build, you really don't need strength. He's not really like a LeBron type player who's like very bulky and like, you know what I'm saying? He's more like of a skilled player. He has like a good strong body, but he's not like the strongest person, you know what I'm saying? So weight, I went 180 minimum weight. So obviously the shooting's gonna be pretty decent. The finishing's gonna be good. The defense, bro, I'm not gonna lie, the speed and acceleration, the strength's gonna be low. The strength is gonna be low. But again, the strength, you don't have to be the craziest thing because it's Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Wingspan, we going 7'3". Because I'm not gonna lie, he is one of the best defensive players, in my opinion, of all time. That kid was a defensive god. Like his defense, like as you see later, I'm gonna put the perimeter defense and steal super fucking good. So obviously when you have a high steal and you have a high perimeter defense, a long wingspan is just gonna complement it extremely well. And obviously the speed, the acceleration, the strength. So the wingspan obviously is going to help on the finishing as well, the dunking, because you are going to have contacts. And it's just going to overall help with the build. And since Michael Jordan is a very physicals to his advantage, aka his height, his wingspan, and shit like that, you definitely need to have a 7'3" wingspan to dominate. Body shape, he is compact. You can do built, but that doesn't really represent him. He's not really like a built type of person. He's more like a compact. He's more like a person that just gets buckets. He's not like a bodybuilder or anything. He obviously, whenever I remember like in I forgot what year, but like the Pistons were like beating up on him, and I think they might have beat him. So when he went, like his trainer was like, yo, you need to hit the weight room. That boy Loki got big. He didn't get like built, but he got big like in basketball, like big bat. You know what I'm saying? For the finishing, close shot, driving layup, driving dunk. Bro, you see an 85 and an 85. At driving dunk 84, you get contact dunks. And obviously, like I said, in one of my previous videos, I said this right here. The close shot, standing dunk, post control is really for post scorers. And the driving, like the driving layup and the driving dunk, the driving series, I like to call it because it's like two things. The finishing is mainly for slashers. And Michael Jordan is a slasher. He's a really skilled slasher. So 85 and 85. Because you're going to get contact dunks, and it's very essential. It's not even, but driving dunk 85, driving layup 85, because he's a slasher, and he's really good at being a slasher. So you want to make sure you're able to hone his skills and really put on a build that actually represents him. So shooting, we got mid-range, 3-point free throw, 80, 70, 60. Mid-range, he is an excellent mid-range shooter. So I'll put it on 80. 3-point, he's not really the best 3-point shooter. I'm going to be honest, bro. He's not really the best 3-point shooter. His free throw is phenomenal, but obviously this is like a park build. So again, I'm making this build, it's like a Michael Jordan build, but I'm making it to where it's like, you can use it like, it's like a NBA 2K23 park Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to max out the free throw to 99 because you're not going to use it in park. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like optimizing it for park, but it's like a Michael Jordan build. And obviously the mid-range shot, he is nice at mid-range. So I'll put it on an 80. 3-point shot, put it on a 70 because he's not really the best 3-point, as I said before. Let's get on to the playmaking. Pass accuracy is a 70, 80, and 80. I put pass accuracy because I wanted to really show off the other capabilities of this build. And if I were to put this higher, then it would take away from everything else, and I'm not gonna lie. And if you put the tire to like an 80 or an 85, it would take away from everything else. So I just put it on 70. Ball handles an 80, speed of ball is an 80. Michael Jordan's, I'm not saying he has Kyrie handles, Curry handles, but he's decent. I'm not gonna lie. He's not a bot when it comes to dribbling. So you definitely have to put it on 80, speed of ball 80, because obviously he handles the ball. Defense, interior defense, obviously he was never like, I feel like in the NBA, his interior defense was pretty decent, I'm not going to lie. But obviously you can't make builds where it's like God tier in every category. So obviously we put interior defense on 30. Perimeter defense, he was a god, bro. That's what I'm saying. He was a lockdown. And then his steal was also really good. So 90 on both of them. I told him in the beginning of the video that I was going to have a high perimeter and a high steal. And that's what we're doing right now. Block, like I said, I'm pretty sure in real life he has like massive highlights of blocks. But I'm not really going to do that for the fact that, again, like I can't max out every single category. And obviously his rebounding, obviously his rebounding wasn't nothing crazy, so I didn't really upgrade that. But the main thing about defense is the perimeter defense and steal, because bro, he won, I'm not sure, but I think he won a defensive player of the year, and I'm pretty sure he was on the all NBA defensive team like a lot of times. Don't mistake me, but I'm pretty sure. But like bro, his defense was god tier. That's why I couldn't hoe him on the defense. So if you're making this build, I expect you to be really good on the finishing, decent on the shooting. Playmaking is gonna be like up to par. But the defense and rebounding is going to be absolutely amazing. And the physicals, 91, 89, because he wasn't slow. He's 6'6", he got his body in shape, and he was hella good. I'm not going to lie. So obviously, if you have like an 80 or 70, that's just disrespectful, to be honest. Strength, you could have put it higher. But again, like to make everything else like as good as it is, you have to like sacrifice in some categories. So we sacrificed in strength. And to be honest, you really didn't even need a high strength, because in the NBA, he wasn't like the strongest person. He was strong, but he wasn't the strongest. Vertical, 85, bro. That kid, he had the best vertical in NBA history. I think in all of like sports history. I think it was like a 50-inch vertical. I think he can jump the highest in like history of like humankind. Don't mistake me on that, but I think he can. So vertical, I had to put it on 88. Again, you could really put it on 99. But like for this build, to maximize, to give it like the best park build, 2K23 park build, put it on 85. So you have like other attributes for everything else. And stamina 99, because obviously my park builds and everything needs to have like at least a 95 plus stamina. And obviously Michael Jordan, throw that bitch on 99. Primary takeover, we're gonna go, ooh, I have to go slasher. You got slasher, you got shot creator, and you got lockdown. And I'm not gonna lie, you have to go slasher because it gets extra boost to finishing at the rim in traffic. And if you want, let's just say you have already an 84 drive and dunk, and you're cooking up. Let's just say you're on the ones court, you put on slasher, they can't guard you. You're 6'6", you're fast as shit, you got contact dunks, you're Michael fucking Jordan. They can't stop you. Respectfully, you got the Bulls jerseys on, number 23. They should know who you are. You're on the fucking cover. You know what I'm saying? So slasher, obviously got to put that on primary. And for secondary, I got to put it on lockdown. Because why? Like I said, 90 steal? Is it a 90 steal? 90 lockdown? I think it was like an 88. But I have a high-ass perimeter defense and high-ass steal. So lockdown defender absolutely makes sense. Because obviously it gives a rating on top of what you have. And bro, that's fire as fuck. Shot creator, he was an incredible like off the dribble, like, you know what I'm saying, like spin fadeaway type dude. But again, we didn't really make this build for that reason. I mean, technically, our mid-range actually is crazy as fuck, but it more plays into the lockdown defender than the shot creator, to be honest. So that's what we're going to do. My player build complete. Let's get it. Let's get it. Two-way mid-range shooter. Jalen Green, Desmond Bain, and Hershey Hawkins. More like MJ, and Michael Jordan. That's a fact. And bro, it says two-way because obviously Michael Jordan was a hella good defensive player, mid-range shooter, because that boy really operated from the mid-range, mid-range in the paint. Not really the best three-point shooter, but hey, MJ's still a god. That wraps up this video, boys. We have made Michael Jeffrey Jordan. This build is an overall demigod, and hopefully y'all boys can use this build and take over NBA 2K23. Without further ado, I'll see y'all boys in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.